Hello, students, and welcome to this virtual college fair, the Orange County Department of Education, College, and Career Fairs. We are so excited to have you all. We have some great schools presenting today. Students and parents, just as a reminder, your camera and microphone are turned off, so panelists cannot see or hear you. You can ask questions at any time using the Q&A button. Sign up for more sessions. This is just one of the many available, and a recording will also be available at strivescan.com/COSI. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the University of East London.
Hey guys, cheers for coming out today. I'll just get my presentation up. Displays. Easy. Super guys. Well, cheers for coming out today. Yeah, my name's Tom, so I'm from the University of East London, obviously in London, in the United Kingdom, in Europe. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about university today and why it comes to study in London. So I live in London. I've lived here for about 6 years. It's an amazing city. It's a bit like, I suppose, like LA or New York in America. Like, it's a very metropolitan city. There's a lot of diversity, a lot of cultures from all over the world. So you can see there's about 300 languages spoken in London. There's things to do for all likes and dislikes all over the city. There's around 1,000 registered museums and galleries in London. So I keep busy at the weekends, and most of those are free. Amazing sporting venues. If you're into sport, you can see like Premier League teams like Chelsea and Tottenham. We've got a picture of Wimbledon down in the corner if you want to go there and get some strawberries and cream. That's a big day out in the summer. It's really easy to get tickets. And also, when you're thinking about when you're graduating after university, once you've graduated from any degree in the UK, you get a 2-year graduate visa that you can apply for. That's free to apply for. You can extend your visa with that. And you don't have to have a sponsorship before that. So that's something to think about. So if you want to stay in London, most businesses operate outside of London or have offices here. So it's a great opportunity for you guys. And while you're in London and while you're studying, you can work for 20 hours a week during term time and then 40 hours a week outside of term time. So you need to get some extra pocket money, or you want to do an internship or something like that. That's just something really good to think about, my dear, to spend your time. So this is our campus. So we've got 3 campuses. This is the main campus. This is the Docklands campus. Like I said, we're in East London. So when you get on the tube, or like the metro system, whatever you want to call it, that connects all of London up, the underground system. So we travel around the train. Where you can see the road there in the middle of the picture, there's like a circle. That's where the tube station is on campus. So that's great. That connects us up to the whole of London. So you can get the airport and get to all the major train stations, get into central London. It takes around like 20-25 minutes to get into central London from us. So you can see from like the houses and like the trees nearby, it's quite a residential setting. Over to the right there, the river, that's the Thames River. It's quite a famous river that goes all the way through London. You might have seen like Tower Bridge, the famous bridge where it lifts up in the middle. That's what goes under there. But anyway, near there, we've got our own on-site accommodation, the colourful kind of tall cylindrical buildings. Pretty proud to have that. Not a lot of London universities have their own on-campus accommodation, so pretty cool having that. And as well, you can see all some of the buildings around there. We also have Stratford campus. If you're located on there, we have a free shuttle service that runs throughout the day, a bus, so it's not going to cost you any extra to get to the other campus. Or it takes about 10-15 minutes to get there. So why come study at the University of East London? So we've been around since 1898, so we're quite an old institution. Student population of 17,000, and around 20% of those are international students. So a bit like saying London's quite diverse, so are we. Ranked first in the UK for international support and visa advice. Really proud about that, guys. And also it just means that we're going to help support you when you're coming over to the UK and doing your visa, and just general customer service, getting you guys all the help you need, answering all your questions. And I say we've got the on-site accommodation, and we also accept FAFSA. We also accept Sallie Mae. So just when you're thinking you can bring over your US loans to the UK, if that's how you're going to fund your degree. So like I was saying about earlier, we're thinking about your careers, because that's one of the reasons you're getting a degree, trying to get yourself a step up on the careers ladder. So everybody on all our courses, they'll take a mental wealth module. They're all tailored to each degree, because obviously if you're doing like physical education or law, biomedical science, are all very different degrees. So the career that you go into is going to be a bit different. So we're just going to make sure you get the right skill set for going into those different careers. We also give you access to the Amazon Web Services system we've got. Again, thinking about careers after you studied. It gives you a fact track, interview opportunities for jobs and internships. So why come study in London? Why UEL? Graduate sooner and save money. So generally a UK degree would be 3 years instead of 4. That's because there's no general education courses. So you're going to be like laser focus, everything that you're studying. So for instance, if it was law again, you're going to come and study law. You're not going to be studying anything else. You're not going to be studying maths or science or anything like that. It's all going to be revolving around law around like 95% of your course. Applications are open now. If you want to apply, you can apply for free if you apply via the Common App or on the website. Should receive a decision in about 2 to 4 weeks. We've got scholarships, we've got international scholarships ranging between £1,000 and £4,000, and tuition's around $19,000 a year. That's about $8,000 to $24,000 on average, cheaper than the US. So you're saving a year of time and money, but it's also going to be cheaper for each year that you're here as well. Some of the degrees on there, guys. One advice is just going on the website. You can see it in the corner there. It's uel.ac.uk. Go on there, check out the courses that we've got, see what interests you. There's a great course search feature on there. You can go on there, type in keywords or actual like courses that you want to do specifically. 3 most popular courses are biomedical science, psychology, and business management. So if you want to apply for them, and apply early. Sports very big at UEL. Consistently ranked among the top 3 universities in London for sports. And we had Team USA come train with us in the 2012 Olympics. Here's some shots of our accommodation. So you've got the rooms there, top, and you've got the kitchen. All our accommodation is private accommodation. So you have a private room. It's not like the US where you share. Prices start around $8,000 a year. Private bathroom and shower each room. And then you also get a shared kitchen. We share between about 3 and 5 students. There's the entry requirements, guys. So 3.0 GPA, ACT 1070, ACT 23, 3 AP. So you just need one of those along with the GPA. How do I apply? Common App, that's free. Website for us, UEL, that's free. Or via UCAS, you can apply for them. I think there's a small fee with them, but that's basically like UK Common App. If you've got any questions, guys, feel free to send me an email. I'll put it in the box, in the chat box, but it's americas@uel.ac.uk. Thank you for your time, and yeah, have a nice evening. Well, morning or daytime for you guys.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Temple University Japan campus.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Nuibe. It's like the new eBay. Very easy to remember there. I am calling in from Tokyo, Japan. So it's 5 a.m., but it's worth it. So good to see all of you guys. Japan is 16 hours ahead of you. So today is Wednesday, I think. So I can tell you Tuesday is going to end well. Don't worry, you'll be fine. All right. So once again, I represent Temple University Japan campus, TUJ for short. Will my mouse work? There we go. For those of you who don't know us, we are part of Temple University. The main campus is on the East Coast in the US. Our second campus is in Rome, Italy, followed by our third campus in Tokyo. We also have study abroad programs all over the world, and we are fully accredited by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education in the US. What does that mean? It means that it's a US accredited school, so you are earning US credits, and yes, it is possible to go to all 3 campuses, or it is possible to come to Japan for all 4 years and earn your bachelor's degree here in Tokyo. All classes are taught in English aside from our foreign language courses. Here are some key points on why students choose us specifically. Number 1 is the quality education we bring in. As I said, we are fully accredited. It's US accreditation, so we are expected to uphold the standards of education and make sure students are prepared for any career field. Yes, you will have homework, but that's a good thing. You are paying to be challenged. Second reason why students choose us is the diversity we bring in. And I think you're going to see that with all of the universities you see here today. From being abroad, you do get that diverse experience where you get to meet people from all over the world. And that's an amazing experience. Third reason why students choose us is the study options. This looks like a small list, but it is quite comprehensive when you are looking at options in Japan. The most popular majors for our students are international business studies, international affairs, art. We are part of the Tyler School of Art, which is one of the top art schools in the US. However, the Japan campus is a BA in art, so there is no portfolio review. Another popular major is communication studies, which has a film production track and a journalism track. Fourth reason why students choose us is affordability. And you'll probably see this trend when you are looking at international options. Tuition is quite affordable for TUJ. It's $15,000 US a year, and we charge the same rate for all students regardless of their location, their residence. So you are paying the same as a local Japanese student. And in many ways, it is cheaper for you to go out of country than it is to go out of state. Because we are an American university, we do accept financial aid. If I have any veteran families, we also accept GI Bill benefits. And then of course, we give out merit-based scholarships. Students are quite resourceful and they often use a combination of resources, which is always great to see. Here is a quick shot at everything again. If you want to take your smartphone and scan those QR codes to go to the website I'm referring to, that's helpful. Otherwise, you can email me again directly and I can send you those links. And here's another quick shot for you to take a look at. It has our application checklist, the eligibility requirements to be eligible to apply, as well as our deadlines. I'm going to break that down. Here is the application checklist on what you need to prepare. It's like applying to any American university. We are an American university, so you can use the Common App or you can use our institutional application. If you are a native English speaker, you can apply as test optional. That means you don't have to submit SAT or ACT. For transcripts, we do require transcripts from all schools attended. So if I have any students online here who are taking dual college credits, you overachievers, just know that we need to receive that college transcript as well. If I have any non-native English speakers here, you will have to submit an official test score. So keep that in mind. There is the personal statement and then the application fee. Fifth reason why students choose us is the career prep. We do everything from part-time job search to internship assignments to full-time employment, resume writing, interview prep, everything to really help prepare you for the real world. Tokyo is one of the most international cities out in Japan with so many companies from all over the world. So it's a great experience to come here and get your foot in the door, which leads to basically anywhere in the world. If you want to learn more, you can connect with our students. I encourage you to follow us on social media. It's a really great way to see what life is like through students' eyes and what they're up to. We recently had a Dean's Distress Day where the Dean gave out free food to all of our students, and who doesn't like free food? If you want to learn more, you can also catch us admissions counselors on the virtual road. We occasionally have sample lessons taught by the professors themselves, as well as other webinars. And if you have any questions, that is the general email address, ac@tuj.temple.edu. Again, my name is Kelly Nuibe. I help all students coming out of California, so I will give you my personal email address in the chat. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. Up next, we have University of Strathclyde.
Hello, everyone. Hi there. How are you, everyone? My name is Ashley and I'm from the University of Strathclyde in Scotland. Give me a moment just until I bring up my presentation. So for anyone who isn't familiar with the University of Strathclyde, as I mentioned, we are based in Scotland. So just a few key facts about ourselves. We were founded in 1796. We're known as the place of useful learning. I would say we're a medium-sized university with about 23,000 students. We have people that come from all over the world that come to study here at the University of Strathclyde. So it's not just other Scottish students that you'll be meeting. We have lots of students that come from India, China, and the US as well. In terms of awards, we were UK University of the Year in 2019. This was the second time that we won this award. And we also won Scottish University of the Year 2020. And we also won the Queen's Anniversary Prize 2020 for higher and further education. And most recently, we were 4th in the UK for student satisfaction. And this was following an analysis of the 2021 National Student Survey by the Times Higher Education. And this was really a result of all of the support that we gave our students throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. So our location, we are based in downtown Glasgow. We're very central. It's very much a city centre, downtown environment that you'll get when you come to study here. We have lots of different transport that is easily accessible. So we have a 10-minute walk away from train and bus stations. We have 2 airports which connect with the rest of the world. And Glasgow is Scotland's largest and most cosmopolitan city. We have lots of different shopping and nightlife. We're also known as the world's friendliest city. This is feedback that we get from our students every single year. And just in terms of what's going on in Glasgow, so we're known as the UNESCO City of Music. We have lots of different music events on every single week, from traditional music through to mainstream. And we were part of the Commonwealth Games 2014 as well. So this is our location. Our campus, which is outlined in blue, which you can see on the map, is there. So it's pretty much a compact campus. All of our buildings, student accommodation, are within about a 5-10 minute walk from each other, so you really don't have far to go. Then you'll see there's George Square, which is known as the heart of Glasgow city centre. So again, everything is really at your doorstep. You don't have far to go for shopping, for nightlife, to socialise. So as part of our campus investment, we have a £1 billion target by 2025. So as a result of that, we've opened up our Strathclyde Sports Centre, which has the state-of-the-art gym facilities, fitness classes, a swimming pool. So if you're quite athletic, you will have access to Strathclyde Sport. Our Technology and Innovation Centre, which was opened in 2015, which was developed with industry for industry, so businesses and academics could collaborate together. We've also refurbished our study areas, and we've opened a new learning and teaching building into September this year, which encompasses all of our student support services. It has a 400-seat lecture theatre, food and drink facilities as well. So that's just opened recently. So we currently have over 100 students studying at undergraduate, master's, PhD level and on exchange. Just an exciting fact for you, Strathclyde's founder, John Anderson, used to accompany Benjamin Franklin on visits to Scotland. So there's a fun fact for you there. And then below, we also have an alum, Scott Cooper, which was the first Scotland-born player to play for the NFL when he played for the Chicago Bears against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we have 4 faculties. We have engineering, science, humanities and social sciences, and our Strathclyde Business School. We have 23 subject areas ranked in the top 10 in the UK. I won't read all of them out there, but you can see a list of them. And we are #1 for accounting and finance, forensic science, speech, language and therapy. And this is just a diagram of what's available for students. So we model the US system in the way that there's lots of depth and flexibility to pick and choose your classes in your first and second year before you decide what you major in your final years. So we offer 4-year bachelor's degrees. There's more than 200 degree course combinations, and there's opportunities to combine subjects from different departments and faculties as well. So you can apply through UCAS of up to 5 course choices. The international deadline is the 30th of June, or you can apply directly via the course webpage on our website. We do have a flexible entry criteria this year and next year, and we look for a minimum 3.0 GPA in your high school diploma. And if you're unsure about whether we would accept your grades, you're more than welcome to send us your transcript for review. Glasgow is cheaper than most other major cities, so we normally tell students to budget between £10,000 and £12,000 per academic year. So these are just a list of our support services. We have on-campus housing available, a careers service, international student support, disability and wellbeing service as well. And just as a reminder, we do offer partial scholarships. We also accept FAFSA and Sally Mae loans as well. And that's just my contact details there, but I'll also put these in the chat box as well for you. Thank you.
Thank you as well. We will now turn it over to University of Westminster.
Thank you, and hello everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening from London. I'm also from an institution in the London, UK. So Tom, my colleague Elliot from the University of East London, has covered quite a lot already. But I'm going to talk to you about Westminster and give you a quick overview. So I support students coming from the Americas. So my contact details are throughout the presentation and at the end, and you're welcome to get in contact with any questions you have about studying in the UK, about London, about courses, either now, today, or in the future as you go through your decision and make your kind of application choices and process. So the University of Westminster, again, it's an average size institution. We have about 20,000 students, incredibly diverse, reflecting London. We have more than 165 different nationalities. But I would say with Westminster, so we were set up to teach Londoners vocational skills in the early 1800s, and that really reflects what we still do today. So our subject range is very much applied. Our teaching staff often have current experience and maybe working in their field as well as teaching. And all the curriculum is very much focused on being industry relevant. We have more than 70 professional accreditations for our courses. So we're quite different to some. And when you're looking across universities, you obviously want to look at the course, look at the details of the program, and then also think about the environment you want to be in and the learning and academic study environment that's right for you. So so Westminster is considered a modern university in the UK, even though we are more than nearly 200 years old, but modern in terms of the fact that we were a polytechnic, so we're based much more on professional and vocational study. So I'm just going to go through a little bit. We're in London. It's pretty obvious to most people where we are looking at the map, but just a reminder there, you've got really easy access. So whether or not it's coming from home or visiting the rest of the UK and Europe while you're with us, really accessible and easy for coming and going in normal times. So we are right in the centre of London. So Westminster isn't one campus. So we have buildings around the city for different subjects. So if you visited, this might be a bit of a strange map, maybe central London's actually really small and really accessible. So you can walk between these central campuses in about 15 minutes. You don't have to, you can use public transport. Everybody does. It's very safe, affordable, and the option that most people will use to get around London. But just to give you an idea, so you're looking at about a 15-minute walk between these sites, but your studies are all based at one faculty. So we have a business and architecture school opposite Baker Street station. So you might know that from Madame Tussauds if you visited, or famous for Sherlock Holmes. We have Regent Street, that's our original site. That's the main shopping street of London. Then we have close to that our Cavendish site, which is Sciences, I'll show you in a second. And for any soccer fans or football fans, our Digital Creative Industry campus is next to Wembley Stadium in Harrow. And that's about a 25-minute journey. We have accommodation either on site or maybe a 20 to 30-minute journey from your studies, depending on which faculty you're at. But as I say, you're not moving between these sites. You're welcome to use the facilities across all of them. And many of our students will obviously be enjoying everything there is to offer in London as well when they're studying with us, but you wouldn't need to be traveling between them. So I'll just talk a little bit more. We rank very highly always in diversity and also in terms of international outlook. And that includes both, not just for what it means for you as a student, is that we're used to teaching students from different academic environments and backgrounds. And a lot of our teaching staff will come from different environments as well. So you're both benefiting from learning different options. I'm very sorry because that's my doorbell and I thought that might happen in the middle of this session. So you're both being, you should feel welcomed and at home and know that the teaching staff are used to teaching different students, but also you're, really making the most of being in the classroom, not just learning your studies, but learning those soft skills for your future and the career. So to go through very quickly a few key subject areas, so across our campuses, we have a new programme actually in our computing school, which is data analytics, and studies. We already do it at a master's level, but we've got a specialist new bachelor's program, which is a very big growth area across many industries and lots of job opportunities there. We also have a new BSc in human nutrition, which has professional accreditation and can lead into various routes across those areas. And then things like games development are very popular in this faculty. This is our original building. You'll see they all look quite different. In here, I would say obviously the law school, if you're thinking about vocational subjects, but the subjects across international relations with a language. We do a lot of languages and translation studies, and you can often combine within the liberal arts subjects and maybe combine a knowledge for a field with the language and other skills. So that's a good option as well, thinking about the career focus. This is our Marylebone campus, the one up at Baker Street. It's very modern, it's our biggest site, and this is the kind of where you'd look at like business subjects and architecture. We're very well known for marketing. We have a great new digital marketing program and lots across marketing communications with professional accreditations. And finally, this is our digital arts creative industries. This is all very applied professional. We have some fantastic alumni. You've got things across fashion, film. We're very well known for media and communications, and they're all very applied subjects that will lead you into great careers. So I'll just share my contact details because I think we're going to run out of time. But just to note that our standard entry requirements for the US are on our website, but we are accepting students over the coming year as well who haven't been able to take SATs or other exams with a high school diploma where possible with at least a GPA of 3. We also accept US federal aid. We have some scholarships available, and you're looking at saying about $20,000 per year for study. And our programs are 3 years, a little bit different to Scotland and Strathclyde. So they're my contact details. We have an open day coming up if you'd like to find out more about our programs. Apologise for the doorbell, and thank you very much.
Thanks. And last but not least, we have University of Aberdeen.
Hi everyone, I'm just gonna share my screen with you as well, just to get us started. Hold on a moment. Okay, hopefully you can all see that now. Okay. So my name is Amy Easton, and I'm with the University of Aberdeen. And Aberdeen is another Scottish university being represented here today. The university itself is based in the city of Aberdeen, which is Scotland's 3rd largest city. But when you look at Scotland, everything is pretty small. So as the 3rd largest city, we are only over 200,000 people. So it is a very nice small community. So very much on the small scale when we say large cities. But it's very historic and very important, as is the university itself. We're over 500 years old and founded in 1495. We're a medium to small university, depending on what you consider a medium or a small school. We're about 14,500 students though, and very international within that. So about 34% of our student population is from an international place, and we welcome over 120 different nationalities each year. So it might be a home away from home, but you will definitely be surrounded by other students that are just experiencing Scotland for the first time as well. Overall, though, we do have a lot to offer within our university. So we have over 350 undergraduate programs, as well as another 150 postgraduate programs. And you are definitely in good company. We have a lot of different alumni that have attended, but most notable, we've had 5 Nobel Prize winners graduate from us. And one of my favorite top facts is that we are voted one of the top 10 most beautiful historic universities in the UK. Now, just some rankings for you to give you an idea of what type of university we are. We are a top 5 voted for overall student satisfaction, voted by our students. So in the UK, our students are very happy with the university. We're also a UK top 20 university, and within the world, we're a world top 160 university. So we have kind of a main campus known as King's College campus, and this is really located in the old Aberdeen. So when we're a historic university, we're definitely located in the historic part of the city. And it's really what you think of when you think of old in Scotland. It's cobbled streets, old black and white hand-painted signs, very old kind of buildings that somewhat resemble Hogwarts, but it is all very central. So it is a true campus in the fact that everything is within a few minutes walk from each other. And we're actually located 20-minute walk from the main city centre, and that's where you'll find kind of all the main things you'd expect from a city. So shopping malls, train stations, restaurants, pubs, things like that. We also have a dedicated Hillhead student village, so all of our accommodation is guaranteed for our first years. It's about a 15-minute walk from our main King's College campus, but it is a true student village in that there's many students living there with all the support that you would expect. The other thing to note is that we do have a medical campus, which is located in our local hospital. And then we also have a lot of different things going on, like museums, our own botanical gardens, and we're about a 15-minute walk from the beach because we are located right on the coast of Scotland. Just some pictures for you to show how old we are. We even have a statue of a unicorn, which is Scotland's national animal. And just some pictures of our accommodation there to show you. The accommodation in the student village is all apartment style. So it's quite common in the UK to see universities providing your own private bedroom and then a shared kitchen living room space. Depending how much you want to spend, we'll also have ensuite options and meal plan options for you as well. Now, the university actually is a 4-year degree, as Ashley mentioned, in Scotland, 4-year undergraduate degrees, and Aberdeen is split into 12 different schools. So it's a little bit more focused for each school. And you can see there, we have them all listed, but I would say for US students, we mostly see students going into business, divinity, history, philosophy, languages, literature, social sciences, biological sciences, psychology, geosciences. They're the most popular, but we do see US students go into all of our schools. Now, overall entry requirements, we are currently asking for a cumulative 3.0 GPA. That is an unweighted GPA we look at. If you're looking for an MA, it's a quirk of the university system. In Scotland are 4 ancient universities, of which Aberdeen is one. We actually refer to our Bachelor of Arts as Master of Arts. So you'll see the MA being used there, but it is the equivalent of a Bachelor of Arts, and it would translate back home as a Bachelor of Arts. So we're looking for that 3.0 GPA plus one of those bullet points. So either your SAT, ACT, or your 3 APs. If you're looking for one of our sciences, it's pretty similar, 3.0 with an SAT or an ACT, or so one of the others of the standardized tests, but we do look for a specific math or science. So we're asking for an AP in a math or science. But we are test optional at the moment. So if you're not able to take those, just let us know. We can take that into consideration when looking at your application. So for whatever reason, if you're not able to take any of those tests, let us know. AP, we do still prefer to see that for our sciences. But again, if you're not able to take it, let us know and we can make other arrangements when considering an application. We're also on UCAS because we are a UK institution, but if Aberdeen is one of your only options, you are also welcome to apply using Common App. So just quickly, our tuition fees, we do have a really big range in our tuition fees. Most of our degrees, like our MAs, start at about £18,500, and our most expensive is £46,000 per year, and that's for our medical degrees. And you actually start doing your medical degrees to train to be a doctor right out of high school. So that's why that's on offer there. But most of ours are more around £18,500 to £20,000 per year. We do have some internal scholarships, which means the Aberdeen provides them. You should expect about £4,000 off your tuition fees in your first year, and then an additional £2,000 per year after that. As a few of the universities here mentioned today, we're also approved for FAFSA. So if you are looking to take any financial aid in the form of loans, you can bring those to Aberdeen as well. So just to finish off, my name was Amy Easton. I am the regional manager for the Americas, so feel free to reach out to me at any point with my email. Also really recommend going on to our social media, things like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We have some really great videos of campus tours to give a real good sense of what the university has to offer, what it looks like, how it's laid out as a campus. Even though it looks like it might be more of a city experience, it definitely is that campus. And last but not least, I was just going to point out our Ask Aberdeen podcast. So if you are interested in podcasts, which I definitely am a fan of, you can listen to a podcast dedicated just for students applying to Aberdeen. It's hosted by 2 staff members who are great, and they have current students that come through and talk about their experience. And they also have expertise coming from staff members that come and are interviewed to give you a real insight into what it's like at Aberdeen, how to apply, what the student experiences, what clubs, societies, and sports teams you can join, and give a real sense of the university without having to like go through and find videos to watch or to go through the website. You can just have a listen. It's usually about half an hour long. So you can find that anywhere you listen to podcasts.
All right, thank you all reps. And we do have a little bit of extra time. So if you could all turn your videos back on and just kind of go in the same order that we did our presentations. What advice would you give someone going through the college process?
Hey guys, yeah, my biggest advice would be just to use the facilities that are out there for you. So basically all of us guys. So if you've got any questions, make sure you ask those questions. Each one of us, like, we're all happy to talk to you, like it's our jobs. If you've got any questions, we can jump on a call or answer emails. But just make sure you answer those questions. Like, it's a big step, and like obviously you're studying abroad. So if you've got any concerns or you need to know anything, like, just reach out. We're a great wealth of knowledge. So just make sure you're asking those questions, and we're always here to help.
Okay, and for Temple University Japan, my advice is, well, before I give you the advice, there's going to be so many different schools you look at, and every school has a different process, a different case, different way of looking at things and how they want documents. So my advice is to journal and really take notes on what each school is expecting, because that will help you organize your thoughts and also know what you have to prepare.
Hi everyone. So my advice is, especially if you're applying to the UK, even though we're a much smaller country in comparison to the US, each and every single university offers a different experience to each of the students. So if you, and I know that not everyone may get the chance to do this, but if you do try to visit universities that you're considering applying for. Most UK universities will let you visit the campus, and we'll do a campus tour and also give you the opportunity to meet with department contacts as well. So wherever possible, do get in touch with us and we'll be more than happy to arrange a campus tour.
And just to add to that, obviously at the moment we're doing lots of virtual events as well. Everyone is. So if you can't actually come in person, you could do a virtual tour or get in touch for a chat. But yeah, I think the most important thing is obviously just to ask, be at these events as you are now, find out as much as you can and consider different options. Think about not what you think you should do, but what you would want to do, what you'll enjoy. And you're thinking about studying somewhere that's the right fit for you. So in terms of the environment you want to be in, and that will be really different to your friends, different to your family, maybe different to, looking at the way you think the best place is for your subject. You need to think a little bit as well about what you want in terms of the whole experience, and don't be scared to look at other options.
Yeah, and just to follow on from that, if you are interested in studying in the UK, we mentioned UCAS as the application process that you use, like it's a third-party platform that you make your applications in. And because you apply for your major at the time of application, UCAS is a really great tool in seeing all the different options in the UK for you based on what subjects you're interested in studying. So you might find some real hidden gems that are the perfect fit for you just because you did some searching on UCAS that you might not have found otherwise. So I definitely recommend looking at UCAS early, looking at all the options that are available before you make your application through UCAS.
Awesome. And for my favorite question, what is one thing that you want students to remember about your school?
One of the cool things about our school, so we have like amazing events throughout the year. So we're going to be into fall, winter time. So during Christmas, we have like a winter wonderland on campus. So there's all sorts of cabins, there's rides, you can get like mulled wine, Yule log, that sort of things. It's real Christmassy atmosphere, really sort of like English, Londony sort of Christmas. So I really like it. You get in the Christmas spirit, and but we have events all throughout the year, things like that, like exciting things happening on campus, and getting you guys involved, and there's fun things happening, really.
For Temple University Japan campus, I just want to stress we're in Japan. We're an American option abroad. And we're one of the very few options in Japan where we offer bachelor's, associate's bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees. It really is a good opportunity for you. And speaking to a question I saw in the Q&A, for us, every school has a different process and policy, but for us, because we recognize we have students coming from around the world, you can pay by credit card. So the currency automatically transfers for you.
I think for ourselves at the University of Strathclyde, and this will probably be similar for most Scottish universities as well, it's just the flexibility that we offer. Although we have our 4-year degree structure, a lot of our students get the opportunity to combine different subjects from different departments and different faculties, and I think that's great for undergraduate students who are maybe unsure about what they want to study, as most students are maybe unsure what they want to focus their career on. So there's that flexibility there for you throughout your degree.
And I think for Westminster, that applies for other cities as well, and for other London institutions. It's that, yeah, London, think about London as a good option. It can be a comparatively affordable option for you. London's nowhere near one of the most expensive cities in the world anymore. People still have that impression often, and it's no longer the case. And also London, don't be put off. It's a great city, fantastic, and it can also be friendly.
And just to finish up the questions on this, I would say Aberdeen is a really great option if you are interested in studying the UK and are looking for a very kind of friendly and really manageable size city as an introductory point into the UK. Because we have a campus and we're only 15 minutes from our city centre, you can have a very close-knit community within a university, and then you have access to the rest of the UK. Like, you can get on a train in Aberdeen and end up in London in essentially a few hours later. So we're really, really well connected. So it's a really nice place if you are feeling like you want to go to the UK, but might be intimidated by some of the bigger cities, which I definitely was when I came here. And now I love it. I can get on a train and I'm in London and I'm in Aberdeen and I'm in Glasgow and Edinburgh. So we're so well connected to the UK. But as an 18-year-old that came right out of high school to Scotland myself from California, it was just nice to have a opportunity to be in a smaller place with a lot of other students. But have that opportunity to explore. So have something small, but have the whole of the UK open to you.
Great. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you reps. Thank you students and parents. When you close the window, there's going to be a quick 5-question survey. We appreciate any feedback you might have. Once again, sign up for more sessions. We have many available, and a recording of this session will be available at strivescan.com/CSOI. Thank you everyone, and have a great morning, afternoon, evening.